Heroes and Legends in Times. The Dimensional War. Trésor Rose had declared war on the entire universe. She welcomed all comers to attack her, knowing full well that they would be ambushed and destroyed. During the times of peace, the dimensions were a metropolis. But due to careful planning, Trésor Rose turned most of the dimensions' key strategic points into battlegrounds, poised and ready to go, and knowing full well of the terrain at hand, they had the advantage. Still, the Brit the Brit Rican answered the call and began to invade. And there's a series of battles. Each of the big three leaders, Alba, Maylin, and Trésor, led troops against the Rican forces. Whatever. And so this is how it went. So the first battle consisted of, what we name this? Alba, right? And his forces, along with Naso and Bangle and Brit Rican, they were fighting against Concord, one of the main forces of, one of the main leaders of the Rican. And they had a massive army which consisted of many troops and officers from across the universe, as the Rican made alliances and hired all kinds of Cthulhu warriors to fight. So basically, Bangle was in the far east of the battlefield, but he was ambushed by troops, and so Alba went from the north to back him up and to rescue him, and then there was ambush from the north Imperial. Alba was like, "Damn, the enemy ambushed from the pier, bastards!" And while this was going on in the south, in the major camp, Naso was using his force to attack the enemy's front line to get to the base, while Brit Rican was at the center, trying to defend it. And after defeating the ambush troops up north, Alba found out the enemy's plan, that they were planning to take the south by burning it to the ground with a fire attack. And they said, "Oh no, the south. The fire attack happens, it'll burn our camp, the forest, and the nearby villages. Someone end them at once." And so Alba went past through the center, backed up Brit Rican a little bit, and then moved to the southwest part of the camp. Found the ambush units responsible for the fire attack, defeated them, and then Concord was like, "What happened to a fire attack? It should happen by now." And then Alba realized that that was the main plan, and the plan was false, so he said, "All units charge. Wipe out the enemy before they can plan something else." And then the forces charged the center, the north, the south, everywhere, and pushed back Concord and his mass alliance. Next in the battle was Maylin. Maylin, along with Disa and Brit Hilton and Francisco, Alexander, and Regle versus Donald and the allies of the Essen, GE, Gibson, Pro Element, and all the Essen new officers. Pro Element and Gibson won revenge against Maylin as they also before. And so they allied with the Rican to do this. Maylin was not having none of it, although she did not see her ex past 5th station. And fifth station, right? And so they had, her forces was separated in three to attack the Allied encampment in three. And so the guys used their technology and the cannons and the weapons and all that good stuff against them. And the Hilton sisters and Francisco Alexander managed to push away the enemy and the scenes and deactivate their weapons, allowing Maylin to advance further and to be able to get past the scene. And Donald was very upset by this. He said these scenes are worthless. They can't do anything right. And so they had to rely on Blue String. Well, Blue String was not enough to beat back the forces of the dimensions, and they were forced to retreat. I mean, yeah, the Recon were forced to retreat by the dimension forces. And, well, these were successful victories led by the great success of the main leaders of the dimensions elsewhere. But the final battle, Maisie Gray, the leader of the Brecan, advanced her main forces along with Donald and Concord toward the valley before the Bangle cliffside, which was the road to Elinshu. They were saying if they can't take all the dimensions, they'll take the capital and just rule the dimensions and then the universe that way. And so that was the plan. But Trésor, who was donned in black for a signal of conquest and control, was not having it. And her, Nema, who else? And PD and Jules, right? They were there at the cliffside waiting for them. And Trésor said, now finally destroy these fools. And then with that, they ambushed them and launched all kind of boulders and rocks on top of them. And then they set fire to the valley. And then all of them charged. And Maisie Gray and all the rest of them tried to fight back hard against them. But the advantage was the dimensions because they knew that their territory more than the invaders. And thus, Maisie Gray, Donald and Concord met their end at the Bangle cliffside, and the Brit Rican with no more. Trésor said that she won her first military campaign. I was looking forward to what the rest of the universe was going to produce. The beginning of the end of the war was on.